whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Nelson's Packers going up against Bryant's Cowboys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Charles, speaking of Alfred Morris, how about him last week? He got the band back together again, over 100 yards for the first time since 2015.
Do you think that it's really a coincidence?
What, that it was against his former team? Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he put big numbers on, had 125 yards in the ground. First time he'd gone over 100 since 2015, as you noted. And the second player in the history of the Washington-Dallas rivalry to run for over 100 yards for each of the two teams. Do you remember who did it before?
I know because you told me, Dwayne Thomas.
Exactly, who coined the great phrase in Super Bowl history. If it's the ultimate game, why do they play it every year?
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dance, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
It's caught. Nelson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Looking to throw. Callahan. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive.
Partner last week in the win over Washington caught touchdown pass number 72 in a Cowboy uniform.
Throw up the X, because that's what Dez does when he scores, right? He throws the X sign up, and he went past Bullet Bob Hayden.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there on third down. 47 yards. Red zone opportunity. They run with Morris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run again with Morris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing, Hundley. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he checks this one down to Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams from 17 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Out left side here to Bryant. He got 29 yards that time. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
All right, keep me honest here, Brandon. So they decide not to run the football again. They had 2 shots to try and pick up the first down, probably fairly easily on the ground. Now it's fourth down.
And we'll see if those decisions come back to haunt them. Here we go with Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's Morris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Prescott again. He's going to air one out. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 59 yards.